Okay, so this is kind of an experimental video. I'm gonna basically try and write a song and see how far I get in 15 minutes. It's not much time, but yeah, I won't waste any time. So I'm doing an open, with no capo, just standard tuning. And I was just sitting here. It's raining outside. It's been a long, hot week here in England. So yeah, I guess with the relief of the rain comes some creativity. So anyway, this is what I've got so far. So it's that riff. So I want to take from that. This might be a really boring video, but might as well try it, and maybe it will be helpful to some people. I'll try and say some things I'm thinking out loud as well. So that's the basic G chord. So I might put a bass note in there. Then I want to see where else it can go. That actually sounds kind of cool. That's kind of weird, but I like it. So I think going from G, the next one to D, I think what I'd like to do is go from between the G and the D. That's G. And try the D. Because that all sounds kind of normal, and I could go after doing that a few times. And then finish on the G again. So it just goes like a little bit weird. It's kind of like a 12-bar blues kind of feel maybe. So I could also go to the C. Okay, so basically it feels like I'm going to go between the G and the D. And then either I go to the A, or I go to the C. I think like either of those would work. I feel like the A is a little bit weirder, so I'm tempted to go for that because weird tends to interest people more and makes me feel something a bit like, oh. So from that, so I think what I'm going to do is take, this is with the pink with my index finger on. I don't like that. It sounds too nice. So I'm going to take off the index finger. So it's like a bit more country blues. That would probably be the intro. So if I recorded this, I'd have that maybe with like a slide guitar playing a few like I don't know. Anyway, because it's always good to think about how you want it to sound on an album. And what I quite like is with these kind of songs, if I'm watching someone play live, I quite enjoy listening to someone play something quite simple to start with before they start singing, so it's not all in your face like some songs, you know, like I'm trying to think of like one of my songs. Well, with a lot of my songs I do start with something at the beginning, but usually it's something quite busy. But with this one it's quite nice and laid back. I can just imagine myself listening to someone else do this at a gig. I'd find it really relaxing and I'd be able to connect with the song because it's just quite simple to start with, so I think I'd just intro it by doing that. Just quite simple. be the intro. And then what I think would happen, this sounds like the kind of song where whatever I sing should be the same melody as on the guitar. And excuse me, when I first write a song, I tend to sing about home, like the word home. Don't know why. Come to my home, no one to do. I don't like honestly. So when I write a song, words come out, and they tend not to be in the final song. But it's like a good way to start. Swirling, twirling around my head. Words gonna come out right in my bed. That's what it is. I like that. That doesn't sound good. Okay, yeah. So I was just doing a little riff there, and I was going to do this because this, I think it's part of the major scale. Yeah, so I was doing this, and those are two major notes, but it sounds too nice again. I want it to sound a bit more bluesy. So instead of, I'm gonna do. See that? Instead of, I'm hoping there's at least one person out there who doesn't play guitar and is listening to this and can still appreciate the feel and what I'm changing and why. Because you can just feel that sounds a bit more bluesy, a bit more honest to this song. So anyway, I'm going to my home. Rain won't stop me unless I'm gone. People stop and stare my way. My shoes broke down about a mile away. So I might just have that as the verse. So I might do like 2 verses and then bring in that A. Because that's so weird and surprising. It'd be quite nice to leave it for a while and not have that as a regular thing in every verse. Because then it might get boring. It's kind of like nice for it to come like once, maybe twice. I think I'm just going to leave it as once. And this might sound silly, but what comes to my mind is when I'm making food. So like if I'm making a salad, sometimes I'll put in something like something nice like, I don't know, olives or anchovies or walnuts. And I'll just put in a few so that like you're having a nice salad, it's already a good salad. Then you're like, oh, I had a couple of these little tastes in the salad to make it interesting. So anyway, I'm really enjoying the song so far. Sometimes the D it feels better to allow it to go twice. And the G actually. And one thing I'll say about, I'm sure some of you like just get on with the song, but hopefully I'm able to talk about my songwriting process a bit. So I also write poems sometimes, and I don't really stick to many rigid rules. Like I don't often think of, right, I need to have it to this chord structure, I need to have this many beats in a bar, or this many bars. Basically, I play around with how long chords last for different parts of the song. I don't really follow many rules. I might leave the bass note out for the intro. So I'll miss out this bass basically until right at the end. There we go. That was cool. So that's the intro. I'm going back down to my home. no one knows my name no more. So that's quite a cool lyric. I liked what I was saying before. As I walk, people stop to stare. Lost my boots down the road about a mile away. I don't know what I'm going to do with the C mode there, but that's probably the first verse. I think that sounds quite cool. Hopefully I won't forget that. I'm going back down to my home. People around here, people forgot my name a year ago. Something like that wasn't great. As I walk, people stop and stare. Lost my boots about a mile down. Lost my boots down the road about a mile away. It will come. But yeah, it's not quite there. So what I'm thinking about right now is, okay, so I've kind of got a first verse. I'm happy with that. I don't know how to leave the end of the verse. I don't like going to the bass string and it being like, okay, now the whole band kicks in, you know. That doesn't feel right for this song just yet. So I'm not sure where to take the second verse, because the first verse I like because it's kind of stripped back. I'm not using the bass note, the G bass note very much, so it still feels quite raw, quite honest, quite intimate. So I'm just trying to think of where I'd like to go the song to go next. Do I want to keep that intimacy? The thing I feel that I'll miss out on with if I keep it like that for the second verse, it might just get a bit boring and a bit samey to the listener. In my first album, Side Streets, I tried to. Most of my songs are about 5 minutes long, and I love that album. I love all my songs, but I am trying to write songs that are like 2 minutes 30 now. Ones that people can, you know, just like modern songs. You know, people. And I appreciate why really good songs are these days are that short. So I want to try and keep the same. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I can just get like 2 verses. Or maybe I'll just jump straight into a chorus. Let's see how I can jump into a chorus. I'm going back down to my home. People forgot my name about a year ago. As I walk by, people stop and stare. Lost my boots down the road about a mile away. There needs to be a chorus. And I know I don't, because the way I'm thinking is going. Is that too cheesy? I think it's borderline. Some of you might be thinking, oh, well, why did he think of that? Can't tell you. It's probably just because I've learned lots of other songs in my time, and I know that just feels like a possibility. Lost my boots down the road about a mile away. And then what do I want the chorus to be about? What is the song about? It sounds like I'm coming back home after, like, I'm quite ragged. See, where I'm at in my life at the moment is I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm getting to 15 minutes. I'm going to extend this video to 20 minutes. Maybe longer. I'm quite enjoying it. If you're enjoying it, leave a like, comment. I appreciate it. Subscribe. So what's going on in my life at the moment is that I'm applying for jobs. I don't know which city I'm going to live in. I don't really have a base to call home. So the song so far seems to be going about that I'm coming back home. People have forgotten my name, so I've been away for a while. My boots are worn down, so it's about kind of a weary traveller, but I want to make it, so far it's just kind of been random lyrics and that's where it seems to be going, but I also want to make it relevant to what I'm doing right now. So what I found in my life sometimes is I go away traveling or on these adventures. And I keep coming back to during coronavirus, I was in Cape Town before coronavirus. I came back to my mum's place. So maybe it's about coming back to this home after traveling. Yeah, I think that works. Boots down the road, go about a mile away. Okay. So long as you have somewhere to go. So long as you do. Even if you don't have your own place, you come your home. That sounds cool. Let's get a bit nice. I want to throw in a bluesy lick here. I don't know, it's not good. I'll do. Let's go from the top. So at this point, I'm feeling like a bit tired, and a bit like, oh, I don't know where this is going. There are a few bits where I'm not sure of. So at this point, I'll usually persevere for another 5 minutes or so, and then maybe take a break. So I'm going to persevere for the next 5 minutes. I don't honestly know if I'll post another video of me recording the next part, because sometimes it just comes to me. I might not be in the mood to record, but hopefully this is showing you how I start a song anyway. And stick around for the next 5 minutes. I'll keep working on it. But this might be a bit boring now, because I have to go over what I've already done. So just one thing there. I don't like that string's not by itself. So I'm going to do. Sometimes it's really helpful to play it back slowly. Okay, so yeah, I'll just hit the bass note once, and now I'll just go straight back into the high string, so it doesn't sound like, I was saying earlier, I don't want it to feel like it's the band kicks in. You get the bass and the guitar. I don't want that. That sounds too cheesy. So. And now I'll just stick on the high strings. I've forgotten the lyrics. I'm on my way back home. Forgot the address about a year ago. Just play around with different words now. Similar subject. And that's the thing, I could completely change the subject, but I pretty much never do. I mean, once it's kind of formed, it's like how a river gets formed, the water just flows and strengthens it. About an hour ago, a year ago, as I walk by, people stop and stare. Boots worn out about a mile away. Yeah, that's good. Boots worn out about a mile away. Don't you know? Ooh, that's cool. Do you know what that makes me think of? Like, I really like this. Again, it might sound cheesy, but like this. It's kind of like the rain. Little pitch pattern. That's what it feels like to me anyway. Maybe some distant rumblings. I can really hear like just rain going. And then this. Then when I go into this next bit, what does that make you think of? That makes me think of thunder. Not so much that, but oh well. So I might go back to that one again, so it's like 2 strikes of thunder. That's kind of a classic John riff. I like to do that. I'm going to do this for 5 more minutes. because this is going well. So, and I know I need my home. No, I need my home. I know I need to make a home for myself. And I want to keep this chorus quite short. So, help me with my health. That might be the first verse of the chorus. And I'm pretty happy with this overall. It's funny how these things just come to you. I really do think that two big reasons of why I can kind of write the good foundations of a song that I like in 20 minutes or so is because one, of course, I've learned to play guitar, I've written loads of songs, but also because I've learned a lot of covers. Not that many actually, but I've learned some covers, and that really helps. If I have more time, I'll totally learn more covers to get better. The second thing is that like when I hear music that I really like, I just think like, fuck, I really like that, and I kind of absorb it in some way. I kind of translate it into feelings and how it makes me feel, so that when I'm playing again, suddenly I'll be like, oh, what was that feeling I felt? So for me, it's a guy called, there's a little bit of this here, which is a mixture between an old country guy, I can't remember his name, unfortunately, but then there's this new guy who's actually from Cambridge as well, called Nick Mulvey, and that's where I got the idea for that A note. I don't know if he does that in any of his songs. But that A just makes me think of him. I don't know. Let's go through it one more time, see where we go up to. I definitely like thinking about the rain while I do this. Because I could fingerpick this, but it's too staccato. Is that the right word? I don't know. It's too like, here's this note, then here's this note, whereas this it's just wrong with the soft part of my thumb. Much more to me feels like the pitter patter of rain, like smaller droplets of rain. This would be big droplets of rain. Anyway, I'm talking way too much. I love how that I just have that one bass note and it leaves it at that. That feels quite classy. I don't get to say that a lot about my songs. Going back down to my home. Forgot the address a year ago. As I walk, people stop and stare. I lost my boots down the road about a mile away. Lost my boots down the road about a mile away. Oh thunder, when you shout, oh thunder, when you bring it down, oh thunder. This is very much like this is turning into the lyrics are very much turning into a song that I wrote in my second album We Sing called Lake, which is all about like home, knowing to come home when it's raining. I really don't want to repeat myself. It feels like it's going down that way. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Or should I? I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's really long. You guys can just tune out if you want. About a mile away. So it's not about thunder. What's it gonna be? What's inspiring me at the moment about home? I'm definitely trying to find a home. I can't imagine it, and that scares me. Like, I don't know where it is. I can't imagine myself feeling settled anywhere right now. So I kind of feel like I don't have much purpose. So it brings some anxieties. Nothing's coming to mind. When you're home. I also don't want it to be preachy. I don't want it to be like when you go home, you feel all rested and blah blah blah. You know. I think this is quite an experiential song from the sound of it. It's like quite a personal like story almost. It's like a story song. So I don't want to. What I don't think I like is when you have a personal song where someone's singing about a moment or something, and then the chorus goes into something preachy, like we should be learning something from this lesson. I prefer it one way or the other. Oh, I'm trying to find a home, find you home, but I can never find it. There's something in the way I can't find it. And dee, but the thunder's gonna stay. The thunder gonna rain. Can't remember what I just said. Let's try again. I'm out of way. I'm trying to start my home, but I can't find solid ground. That might be good. Problem with my songs is they could be quite depressing, but oh well. Trying to start my new home, but I can't find. Trying to start my second home, but I can't find solid ground. Yeah, thought I found it once, but then it went. What's the sort of ground? What rhymes with ground? Thought I found it a year ago, and it spun me right around. That's so cheesy, I know. But now I might go straight into the end of the chorus. So rain, bring me quiet. It's so cringy, like, right, trying to come up with these lyrics and knowing other people are going to hear it, because it must sound absolutely god awful. So I'm going to start from the beginning, because when I feel like this, it feels good to go back over the stuff that I feel is kind of solid now. I really like the intro. Heading back down to my home. Forgot the address about a year ago. People watching as I go by. Lost my boots down the road about a mile away. Lost my boots down the road back a mile away. I'm trying to start my new home, but I can't find solid ground. The chorus just feels very cringy at this point. It's kind of gone from like, yeah, I think that it's a bit too nice for this song. So I'm gonna have to think about, because I just love this. I just feel like going into that kind of like cheesy thing. just too easy, and it feels sincere. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Hey, I wrote an intro and a verse, and I've gone a bit closer to what the chorus is gonna be like. To anyone who's watched this whole thing, please do comment below, because it will mean the world to me to know that someone's out there enjoying this. That would be really cool. If no one has, then I guess this is me talking to myself. Anyway, so yeah.